TikTok videos.
Dude, I mean, TikTok, when people have the TikTok followings are bonkers. We are live, just as a heads up. So, no family secrets.
No family secrets.
Yep.
No Nakamacon secrets. Sorry, guys.
Do we have secrets?
Get them all out in the open.
Oh, we have secrets.
Our secrets are we make good food and we party a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want the...
I don't know how much of a secret that is, though. Alright, cool. We are live. I'm going to make some sound adjustments. Can you guys hear me okay? Is my volume good?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Loud and clear.
Cool. I know, I'm still debating on a separate mic. I keep looking at them and just have to drop the coin on them. Okay. Alright, well, for those watching, if anyone's watching, welcome to the Nakamacon stream. We are doing a D&D style One Piece adventure. There are 2 viewers, I'm pretty sure those are us. But if not, drop us a line in chat. We'd love to hear from you, and I am more than willing to take suggestions about the flow of the game. So we're good to go. Alright. So, we're going to be playing Dungeon World, which is a derivative of D&D. It was inspired by D&D, but it's much easier, which makes it good for us, so we can just sort of jump into the story and not worry about a lot of complicated rules. So for those of you who have played D&D before, some things you're going to notice missing are there's no initiative, there's no movement speed. We will move according to the fiction. If I lay out a room and you're standing in the room, where you are in the room, if you're far away from something, it may take a turn to get to it, and I will let you know that. And if you're close enough to just reach it or jump to it or run to it, then you'll just do that immediately, right? This whole thing's about fictional positioning, so we will imagine the space we're in and work around it. And as far as initiative is concerned, once again, however it makes sense. If you're the first to speak and say, "Hey, I do this," then you're the first to do it. If you're closer, then you're going to have more opportunity to do something that someone else will. The other thing that's going to be different is that we're not be using a D20, but instead we're going to use 2D6. So with these 2D6, if you get a 6 or less, that is a failure. That means that I get to be creative and decide what happens to you. If you get a 10 plus, on a 10 plus, that's a success. You get the thing that you want, and there's probably going to be a little extra flair in there for you. There's going to be something nice, a little reward for rolling a 10 plus. Now, 7 to 9. This is where we're basically going to spend a lot of the game, though. Statistically, 7 to 9 is going to be the thing that happens the most. 7 to 9 is you get what you want, but with a consequence, right? So what that might mean is if you're attacking somebody and you get a 7 to 9, you're going to attack them, but either they might get a counter or one of the other enemies might attack you in the process because you've left yourself open up to attack. Or maybe you trip and fall, or you lose your weapon. Any number of things can happen in that sort of area. And and that's with anything. Let's say you're just trying to convince somebody of something. You roll a 7 to 9, and they could be convinced, but you may have to give something up. Or maybe they're stop what they're doing, but they're not entirely convinced, and it's going to require more action to get what you want. And I will guide you through all of that. Just basically, you tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you if our dice are needed, and if they are, which ones. So on top of that, there is in this game what's called advantage. They have advantage in both Pathfinder and in D&D. So if you have advantage on a situation, you can get something like a +1 to your dice roll, or maybe some extra damage. You can always ask for advantage. If you think that you have a fictional advantage, you can ask for it, and if you make a good case for it, then I'll let you have it. And then there are times where I will just tell you, hey, you got advantage, so here's this. Also, if there is a situation, let's say you've got an enemy and you've shackled them to a post and they can't move their arms and their legs and there's nothing else around to really affect what you're doing. If you want to punch them in the face, then we're not even going to roll for it. You just punch them in the face because it makes sense, right? It's not something that would be hard for you to do, So there are situations like that as well. You've got moves on your sheet. Those moves basically it lists on it the move. Beside it, it lists the modifier that you're going to need. That's going to be the +1, -1, +0s that are on your sheet. I think they're highlighted in red. Or if you put it in a black and white copy, then gray, I guess. So those are all moves that you can do. They have descriptions for what happens on a 10+, a 7 to 9, and I think all of them on 6- basically have a I get to do bad things to you section. Beyond that, I also sent you guys the general moves list. Every character has access to general moves. So hack and slash. If you just want to attack somebody and you don't want to use necessarily one of the moves on the sheet, you just want to like bop them with a sword or punch them with your fist or kick them in the face. These are just general attack moves. That's hack and slash. Once again, it's just the 2d6 and it'll be on modifier that makes sense. So for both Jinbei and Sabo, you'll roll hack and slash on your strength, and then Vivi will roll hack and slash on her dexterity. Then we also have volley. Anytime you want to throw something, shoot something, launch something, you'll use volley, and that's going to be on dex for everyone. We have parlay. Parlay is when you want to convince a character, an NPC, to do something, and you have leverage, whether you have coin that they want, or maybe you just are saying you'll spare their life if they give you what you want. And there's some rules for that, and we'll get into that if you have to do it. Then there's defy danger. Defy danger is anytime something's about to happen to you and you have an opportunity to escape it or dodge it or not do it. And so that can be rolled on a number of stats depending on how you want to defy that danger. So let's say you want just to dodge out of the way or roll, you'll use dexterity. If you want to counter it with strength, you would use strength. If you just want to take the force of it, you'd use like constitution. You can always make a case for how you would defy that danger with that stat. Now sometimes that's not going to work. If a boulder is falling out of the sky and it's about to fall on you, and you say, I want to talk the boulder out of falling on me, I'm sorry, that's not going to happen. Right? So there's no charisma on the boulder just falling out of the sky, unless it's a sentient boulder, which is unlikely. So we also have a defend move. That's if you want to defend someone else against an attack. We have what's called discern realities. So discern realities is you wanting to know more about your surroundings. If you walk into a forest and you say, cool, something seems weird about this forest, or maybe I don't feel right about it, I want to discern realities and see what else might be going on here. Then there's also spout lore. Spout lore is anytime your character would know something that maybe you as a player don't know. So you're just like, oh, my character would definitely know about this because they've been here before or whatever. And so you'll spout lore, and there's a role for that. And then there's aid and interfere. So anytime one of your fellow party members is doing something, you have the opportunity to help them do it or to stop them from doing it. In this game, there's what's called bonds. In this particular case, you're all just going to have like basically a +1 bond with each other. So you'll roll aid or interfere with your 2d6 with a +1 modifier. And so you could stop or help someone do something. And that could be the difference. So like if someone is like rolling to attack someone, but their roll falls short, you could be like, oh, I want to aid, and I'm going to roll to help them, and you might bump that, they rolled a 6, but you could bump that 6 up to a 7, turning it from a failure to a success with a consequence, right? Or even further, let's somebody rolled a 9, so it's with a consequence, but you're like, oh, I want to aid, and you could bump that up to a 10 and get them to a point where it's a complete success. So, and once again, basically, you tell me what you want to do, and I will apply these things as they need to. I'm just giving you basically a rundown of how it works. There are some special moves that we're hopefully not going to have to use. There's one called Last Breath, so if you die, you make a roll on whether or not you actually die, or maybe you only kind of die. We don't have Brooke, so But yeah, there's a number of things on there, and like I said, we probably won't use any of those, but if we have to, we've got them. Do you have any questions so far that I can answer?
I'm all good. I'm ready.
Okay, cool.
And if we have any questions, obviously, we can kind of just raise our hands, be like, "Oh, all right, time out." So,
nope, this is the last one for questions. No questions after now. Sorry. No, I'm kidding.
This is it. We're done. Okay.
Yeah. If you don't have it by now, sink or swim.
No, I got like all the manuals like pulled up on my second monitor, like to my left. I'm like,
Oh yeah, the Dungeon World manual. You don't even need the Dungeon World manual. But
okay.
yeah, like just your character sheet's basically what you need. You need your character sheet, and beyond that, everything else we have should be pretty readily available to us.
Cool.
So we're streaming live, and I won't use any licensed music this time. So hopefully we'll be able to upload to YouTube for later viewings on this. All right, so let's talk about your characters.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I use curse words?
Yes. Yeah, you can use curse words.
Okay.
It's 9:30 going on 10 o'clock at night. If there are children still up at this point in time, watching Twitch unfettered,
Why the hell
with
are
their
they?
pants,
You failed as a parent.
I'm on the West Coast. It's only 6:43.
that's true.
That's right. You have moved.
Yeah. So, but well, also if your young children just have unfettered access to Twitch without you around,
Fair.
that's on you. That's just like handing them the Netflix and walking away too,
Exactly. All right. Cool.
Yeah. So I have no problem with cursing. So some things we won't be doing. Obviously, we won't be doing any sort of pornographic scenes.
Please no.
Right. I shouldn't have to tell that to anyone, but just in case, we're not doing any of those, or any sort of
Wild bard fantasies and all that stuff.
yeah, no, nothing terribly unsavory.
But I ship Sabo and Jinbei so hard.
Yeah. I don't want to know how that works. Something about a cloaca? I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways, and then I don't plan on getting anything that's covering anything that's outside of the in-game politics. So, which once again has never been a problem, but that's just sort of where we are. All right, so I have nothing prepared, which is how this typically goes. So we're gonna create all of this from scratch right now.
Perfect.
So let's talk about a time period. First of all, we have Jinbei, Sabo, and Vivi. This is a little bit unlikely pairing because these are characters that are not normally together. So,
That's what makes it better. Yeah.
Yeah. So we can be. There's a couple of things we can do. We can set this in an alternate reality altogether, where they're part of the same crew. We can set this in the current reality, where so what we did last time is we set this after the events of what's happening now. So we decided that there was another gap, another like 1 or 2 year gap. And this was basically a side adventure that was happening during that gap. And these characters were together for various reasons. How current is everyone?
I'm completely current.
Manga current?
That last chapter.
Manga current.
Okay. All right.
That
I'm
last
up on the
chapter.
most current manga chapter.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So we're all okay. So that way. Let's say if we were in a post Wano arc, and in maybe a time when Luffy has gone to train or something because he's got some people he's got to beat up and he needs more power to do it. Vivi has already been targeted by some factions already.
Wait, what?
Well, in Marijois, right?
Yes.
During that arc, right? So, she needs to figure out what's going on with her. And then Sabo obviously also is interfered in that because Sabo saved Vivi, so they've met. And Jinbei's done some traveling around too. I still, when I just talking about the what's going on now. In the manga, that one splash page where the whole crew was together.
Yeah.
But that was epic.
Right. I mean, that's it, because it's the first time the whole crew has been together.
Yeah.
And it's the first time
Since
we've seen
Fishbane Island. I mean, it's been how many years?
Yeah. Well, it's the first time we've
Been
seen the
4
nine have
years
been
since that.
together. Yeah. In forever. So. But yeah, that's right. Sorry, I got the feels of just thinking about it.
Well, I have an idea for the time period.
Yeah, hit me.
So how about right before Jinbei shows up?
Okay, yeah. So in the time between Big Mom's arc and the Wano arc, where Jinbei is traveling to meet the Straw Hats.
And they
Okay.
Yeah, so
I mean, Sabo and Vivi were both at the Revivi. We don't know what happened there, so...
Right. So
that's okay.
So some stuff's gone down, and they've sort of met up in the ocean in the in-between times.
I guess Jinbei could be escorting his crew back to Fishman Island.
Right, okay. All right, so shall we say that Jinbei is on his ship then?
Yeah, I guess the Sun Pirate ship.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So Jinbei's on the Sun Pirate ship, and why have Sabo and Vivi ended up on Jinbei's ship then?
Well, Sabo's probably escorting Vivi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I managed to free Kuma from the grips of the celestial dragons, and we've dealt a serious blow, but we've taken a few hits, and well, you know what? We haven't exactly mission accomplished, and we kind of scattered. You know, we did some damage. We bloodied the celestial dragon's nose, but we gotta pull back a little bit, and
All right, cool.
I gotta get Vivi out of there.
All right,
Vivi is such a rebellious noble.
Yeah. All right, so you guys are on Jinbei's ship, and you're currently headed. Where are you headed? Are you headed back to Fishman Island, or where? What's going on?
Well, first stop, Fishman Island.
Okay, so we'll say we're en route. En route to Fishman Island.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that.
But you're being pursued.
Yes, so Jinbei is being pursued by Big Mom pirates.
Okay. All right. Sweet. So any particular Big Mom pirates? Is there?
I'd like to say
one of the children, or
yeah. Since the rest of the crew had to go, Snack has healed up enough and was ordered to go after Jinbei and the Sun Pirates, while the rest of the Big Mom pirates went to Wano.
All right. So, yep, Snack. All right, cool. And let's see. Let me look at Snack's powers real quick.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I know, right? So, yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens with the curveballs.
Someone who isn't in Wano.
Right.
And it's like Snack. Oh, Cracker.
Yes,
Cracker.
Yeah, Cracker's not there.
A healed Cracker, yeah.
Yeah, let's say Cracker's healed up and is doing it. His powers are easier to remember.
No, we can throw a Snack and a Cracker on the same ship, right?
Okay, yeah. That's terrifying. Thank you.
Yes. That's why we have the internets, so we can make up things.
She must stay out of the box.
Yeah, the Cracker's pretty easy, so it's Snack. All right, so just to remind everyone who's watching, possibly, we're going to do a quick rundown of who Snack is again. Snack is the 25th son and 44th child of the Charlotte family, and he's the older twin brother of Rivaros. He's also an officer of Big Mom Pirates. He serves as Toto Land's Minister of Fries, governing Potato Island. Let's see, he's one of the 4 sweet commanders. He lost his position when he was defeated by Urog? That's it.
Urug.
Yeah. Let's see. Snack is. Yep. Yes, that's Snack. Pirates abilities. As Minerva 5, he has the authority for that line, so he has sweet commanders. He uses a large katana, and he's skilled enough to fight with the bin smokes. So, all right.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Oh, that's interesting. Cool. All right. So, let's get some sailing music going in the background here. Yeah. All right. So, you guys are on the Sun Pirate ship, and you're trailing along, but the Snack ship is closing in close behind you. What do you do?
Actually, before we start, I have one quick question.
Sure.
Do you all think that Jinbei would know about Sabo or Vivi being affiliated with Luffy at this point?
Oh, heck yeah.
Hey, I'm Luffy's brother. I'm Sabo.
Well, so we could pause it. We could pause it that you've been on the ship long enough that like conversation has gone down, and obviously
Okay.
You would know. So
Yeah, Jinbei followed Luffy's adventures, backtracked information being a previous warlord. He knows what was happening with Vivi.
Alright, cool.
Alright, so
Jinbei, what should we do? Do you want to take these guys down, or should we run for it?
I'm really sorry, but we have so many injured. I don't know. We need to run. We need to keep going.
This is a fisherman's ship. Can it dive?
It can dive, but it's currently being coded.
Well, it's possible that it has some holes in it too from the battle with the Big Mom pirates, right? So maybe diving is a bad idea because I don't know.
We're trying our best to code it.
How close are our pursuers?
It looks like they're going to catch up pretty soon. So like I said, they're gaining speed. Their ships are fully functional and have not seen battle. So
I'm really sorry you thought you found your saviors, but you just dived into hell even worse than you were in.
Can we lay some traps?
Crap,
A long-distance attack?
Are there cannons on board?
Yeah.
There are.
There are cannons on board, I believe.
Yeah. So let's Sun Pirate ship. Let's talk about that real quick. So the Sun Pirate ship, it looks like a giant whale, I guess, right? And it's got sort of like the mouth in the front. And I'm looking for cannons. Maybe you just tell me there are cannons on it, and I believe you.
I thought those were cannons on the side.
What?
I guess
It's a pirate ship that's supposed to have cannons.
Right? It should definitely have cannons. Alright. But now, obviously, to use those cannons, if they're behind you and you're in front, you're going to have to, like, what is it, come to starboard or whatever. You're going to have to, like, make a turn.
I don't think those are cannons.
Start circling.
Alright, well, so we're being... guys, we're currently being pursued by Commander Snack and Commander Cracker of the Big Mom Pirates. Are you familiar with those?
Well enough.
Okay. I might be able to create a distraction with my fish brethren under the water, but we're gonna have to figure something out to get away after that.
Let me think.
Why don't you summon the whale sharks?
Yeah, so that was what I was gonna do. I was gonna try to use my fishman telepathy and summon whale sharks to get in the way of Cracker and Snack.
Alright.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Alright. So there's a roll for that?
So that's charisma.
Mm-hmm.
So, ooh. What am I rolling? A D10? No.
2d6. Yeah,
2D.
all rolls for success or failure will be 2d6.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So 2d6.
Yes.
Oops. Roll 2d6.
Okay, yeah. So 8.
8.
So, what, read off your sheet. What's the 7 to 9,
So the 7 to 9 is get assistance with a consequence.
Yep. Okay. So, tell me what you want them to do. Tell me how you want them to behave.
Okay, so I'm going to. So Jinbei's gonna run to the back of the ship, and he's gonna do his little telepathy into the water, and get a response back. Hopefully, a positive one.
Okay. Well, so yeah, they answer your call, and basically they're
He's asking them to block the path of the Big Mom pirates.
Okay, all right. So they agree, but only one of them agrees. The others are just kind of like, nah. Right?
Can I assist with the persuasion?
Could. Well, okay. So he got an 8. Your assist will only bump him up 1 more point. So it'll still be a 9, which isn't really going to give him like any help, right? So in this particular case, you could assist, but the other downside to assisting is if you assist and you fail your roll, bad things could happen to you, right?
Okay.
So
is
bad
it
idea.
to claim an advantage, or what did you say?
you could claim an advantage if you had one. In this particular case, unless you can like.
I mean, these are my faithful.
These are my people.
They came all the way to Impel Down to help me.
Why are they denying you?
One of them would be helpful.
It's like, oh, that's my bro Terry. All right, Terry's helped me out before. All right. Nah, not in this situation. All right.
Okay.
But all right, but hey, like I said, I applaud the effort. All right. Cool. So, but yeah, so one of them agrees to help. It's Terry.
Terry.
And the other one's just like, nah. So Terry goes over and he's gonna go like make some waves to kind of throw that ship off course. So Terry goes over and he's like, he starts coming out of the water and jumping up to create like a swell to cause their ship to rock and like slow down or turn. It is somewhat effective. The swell comes up and hits the side of their ship and it rocks, and they kind of go to the left a little bit, giving you some distance. But as that happens, you see like they have these two cannons pointing up front of the ship, and out of them launches two objects, and they're incoming on your ship right now. What are Vivi and Sabo doing?
What do they launch at us?
They're objects. You can't tell what they are just yet.
I use Fire Fist.
Okay. All right. Roll for it.
All right. So that is
2d6, and then
2d6.
Yep. And then it's going to be on your. Let's see. Fire Fist is on strength, so plus your strength modifier. So 2d6, and your strength is a +2, so it'll be +2 to that roll.
All right. 8.
All right. And then the +2 will give you a 10, so that's a complete success. There's cat butt in my face. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So what is it? 6, 4, +2. Okay. So with Fire Fist, you're so if you read what Fire Fist does for us.
Sure. Imbue your fist with. Okay, I'll read it. Yep. Attack drains your energy. Lose next turn to recover.
No.
6.
That's a 10 plus, right? So you've got a 10 plus.
I'm sorry. 10 plus.
Read the whole thing right there from the very beginning.
Imbue your fist or weapon for 5d4 damage. 10 plus surrounding area also takes 1d6 damage. Okay. 7 to 9 attacks drains your energy. Lose next turn, recover. Okay. 6 minus GM informed results.
So you have the 10 plus, so you're gonna roll 5d4 for damage. Which of the two incoming objects are you attacking? Let's say there's two of them. There's one to the left and one to the right.
I'm sorry. How many can I attack?
You're attacking one, but because you got the 10 plus, the other one will definitely take some damage as well because you're gonna get the 1d6 area of effect.
Okay, so let's do that. So I'm rolling 5. How many?
5d4, but so left or right? Sorry, left object or right object?
Let's roll. Let's go right.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Rolling.
Yep. You're in 5d4.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, 11.
Nice.
All right. Tell me how you. Well, so okay. I get really. You're going to sort of make a jump attack because your Fire Fist is it's your fist or your.
Yeah, I make my way to the rear of the ship and I just I see them kind of arcing towards us and I just. I'm just shooting from the hip. I aim the Fire Fist to the one and see what happens.
All right, hold on.
Sorry.
So you're not a firebender, right? So the Fire Fist imbues your fist or an item with your fire, right? Yours, whatever. So you're gonna have to make a leap, right?
Oh, I have to like reach out and jump for it.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I thought it was like how Ace did it, like where he just like shot like a wall of fire kind of thing.
Yeah.
My bad. Okay, well, hey, I went for it, so it's my fault.
Well, with Sabo, right? Sabo is he's not quite got the same control that Ace does over the fire yet, because it's still a new power for him.
Sure.
So a lot of times when we see him using it, he's like it's an extension of himself, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, fine. I'll leap.
Cool. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Well, look,
so are you imbuing your fist or are you imbuing your pipe?
I'm imbuing my pipe.
Okay. Cool.
Let's be smart.
Cool. All right. So you're swinging. You're jumping in the air and you're swinging for the fences, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So yeah, tell me how you do it. You leap in the air with it, and tell me how you like make contact with this item.
You know what? I just wind up for the hit, and I just go for the closest one, and I just swing for it.
Cool.
You know.
All right. So yeah, man, you hit this object. When you get close enough, you realize that these objects are cannonballs, but they're like sentient because it's from Whole Cake Island, right?
Oh, they're
right.
Homies.
Yeah.
The homies.
They're homies. So the one you hit, you do your 11 damage, and it you shoot it off into the water, right? And
does it scream?
It screams all the way down.
Okay.
So it screams and it splashes in the water, and the force from the hit, some fire bursts out, and roll a d6 for damage on the other one.
Okay. Roll 1d6.
Yep.
All right. 2.
Cool. So the other one takes a little damage, but the damage hits it and it whizzes by you. It's still heading towards the ship. Now, here's the thing. You're going to have to airwalk your way back to the ship.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I'm going to
Dexterity or whatever? Yeah.
I'm going to need you to defy danger with 2d6 on dexterity.
All right. So the modifier would be +1, right?
Yep.
All right. Here we go.
That's a 9. That's with
all
a
right,
consequence,
that's a 9.
Right? So yeah, you start airwalking your way back to the ship. You're kicking your way in. Just as you get to the ship, a bullet wings you in the back shoulder, and you fall the rest of the way to the ship. Right? You hit the deck of the ship. You take 3 damage. So whenever you take damage, if it's physical damage, you have an armor rating. I believe your armor is a +1, so you can deduct that armor rating from the damage you take. So that 3, when you take 3 damage, you're only really going to take 2 damage because one of that damage is absorbed by your armor rating of +1. Okay? So deduct 2 from your HP as you fall and hit the ship. So you come crashing down to the ship, and then as you come crashing into the ship, the one homie that had whizzed past you is also colliding.
I'll come after it.
Huh?
Can I come after it?
Yeah, he's crashing into the ship sort of as we speak. What are you doing about it?
Okay, so
Well,
slow down real quick. How much damage did I take? I have 1 armor and 20 hit points, so can I sponge 1 point of damage off of that?
Yeah, so it was 3, so now you'll just take 2.
So I'm at 18 hit points.
Yep.
Okay.
So as the other homie is crashing into the ship, what is Vivi doing?
I'm going to take the bazooka and aim for the other one.
Okay. Well, the other one, I said the one is that he hit has gone off into the water.
Yeah.
Right? And the other one is currently colliding with the ship because it's fallen. It kind of came past him, so it's falling in the ship.
Hitting the ship.
Yeah, it is like you're there and it is like inches away from the deck. What are you doing? You can shoot it with a bazooka, but obviously the ship take that damage too.
Yeah. Is there any way I can redirect or defend it?
Let's see. What are your moves? You've got what is it? Ambush. That's not So, if you can get your hypnotic dance off quick enough, because it is sentient, you could persuade it to not hit the ship for the last moment.
I'll try that.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you'll roll 2d6 plus your charisma rating, which I believe is a +1.
Charisma is 15 plus 1.
Yep.
So how do I do that? D6, 2.
2d6, and you'll add 1 to that.
D2. Oh.
Yep. So that's your 2d6. That's a 6, and you add 1, which will be a 7 total. So that's the 7 to 9. On the 7 to 9, what does your sheet say?
Let's see. 7 to 9. You may not take any further action while dancing.
Okay, so what that means is you've got to maintain your dance to maintain the hypnosis, right? And so and if you stop dancing for even a second, he's going to go back to doing whatever he was doing. All right, so tell us how you launch into your dance and what you're trying to persuade him to do.
To go after the other homie.
Okay. Well, the other homie went into the water, so he's probably like.
Yeah, you're convincing it to go save its other homie.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Like,
my homie.
Together.
Yeah. So as it starts whizzing to the thing, you launch into your dance. He sees you, immediately just like kind of skirts around and stops and watches you. And you ask him to go save his homie, and he thinks, yeah, you're right. I should save my other homie. And so he like starts going over the ship towards the water, where his other homie's gone into the water. Jinbei, what are you doing at this moment?
Okay, so are the waves from the whales still happening?
It's happened. They've gone off course, and so they're currently trying to. They're trying to now correct their course.
Okay, so I would assume that the wave went both ways, and I am going to hit the helm and try to ride it further away from their ship.
Okay, all right, cool. So let's see. That's going to be like a. I guess we're going to call that a wisdom move. For what's your wisdom rating?
12.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, a wisdom move. Well, but he's a shipwright. Let's go with dexterity.
Okay, 13 and modifier of 1.
Yeah, so let's go with the dex move then.
Okay. So, am I doing what? 2d6?
Yep, 2d6 plus the 1.
Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting to put roll.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, hey. So, that's success with a consequence. So, so you're wanting to ride the wave out, right? So
yes.
You do catch the wave, and you start sort of advancing forward. It's
I have a good consequence.
Okay.
It makes Vivi's dance stop.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm okay with that. As the wave catches the back of the ship, it sort of hoists the back of the ship up, pulling it forward, and Vivi stumbles forward, altering her dance, stopping her from doing it. The homie that was headed towards the water suddenly stops, realizing what he's doing is not the right thing, and that Big Mom will kill him if he doesn't do what he's supposed to, and makes a U-turn and starts heading back towards the ship.
Sorry.
So also something to bear in mind too as we're sort of playing this game, even though we're taking turns, a lot of this stuff is happening simultaneously, right? Because in battle, it's not as though everything just stops so that one person can do something. Vivi started her dance, it turned, you caught the wave, she starts stumbling. This is all happening.
I've hit the deck already.
Yeah, you've hit the deck, right? So where we are now is you're getting up. Right, you're getting up from the deck. You've seen the homie like swerve and start coming back around. What are you doing?
Gosh, how close is it to us?
You got about 3 seconds to act.
Dragon Claw.
All right.
Okay. Deal a crushing blow to your target for 1d8 damage. All right. So roll 1d8.
Roll 2d6.
I'm sorry, roll 2d6.
Yeah, plus the modifier, because the first thing you do is always roll to see if you're successful, right?
Okay.
So the what is it? Dragon Claw is on strength. So.
Okay.
Can I just say that it's hilarious that you said we wouldn't be talking boulders out of doing anything, and our first encounter, we're talking cannons out of doing something?
You're right. You're right. We've totally done prisoner roles. We do the exact opposite of what we wouldn't do. Curse you, Big Mom Pirates. Alright, yeah, so, and then your modifier is a +1, right? On strength, or +2 on strength, right?
Actually, so let me, can I re-roll that real quick?
No,
sorry.
That's fine. We'll just, we can add it, right there. 8 + 2 is 10.
Okay.
So, and 10 is a complete success. So,
nice.
Tell us all how that works.
All right.
How that move works.
So, I get off from the ground. I look up. I see the recovered homie swing out and about. He's coming for the starboard side of the ship, and I just, once again, get up on the edge, leap out, and I just, pull out the dragon claw, right into his face, and just clutch.
Okay, so you're gonna attempt to crush him essentially.
Just crush him, yeah.
Okay, now, so dragon claw does an additional D8, so you'll do your normal D8 damage, and then you'll do an additional D8. So you're rolling 2 D8 for damage on this guy.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Okay, so it's 1d8, but we're timesing it by 2 because I got...
No, you'll roll two d8s, basically.
Two d8s, okay. Gotcha, alright. Rolling. Okay.
All right.
I'm going to apologize if you guys... If I get lost when my thing is freezing up. One moment.
Oh, no, okay.
We can hear you.
Yep. All right. So...
I hope so. I hope you don't lose me.
Yeah. So I don't have video, but I can hear you. You've frozen. You're back now. All right, cool. So you're not going to quite destroy this thing, but you're going to damage it pretty bad. And you can maintain your hold on it because basically on a 10+, it's disabled. So you reach out and you grab it and you crush it slightly in its face, and you don't quite crush it all the way, you don't destroy it, but you've got it in your claw, right? So it's currently immobile as you're like holding on to it.
Okay.
So, but in the meantime, you guys are speeding away from the Big Mom Pirates, and their ship's sort of like fading in the distance for now.
My sincere apologies, Princess Vivi.
Yeah. So, as you're speeding away, do you guys sort of do you ask the homie anything? What are you doing with the homie while you've got him sort of actually mercy?
So, I'm sorry. What are these homies again? Are they like missile homies coming at us, or like
they're like cannonball homies?
It's just the
cannonball homies.
Cannonball.
Yeah.
Okay. I have nothing really to ask it, so I mean, I just try to redirect it towards the water. Try to put it out of its misery.
Just gonna toss it in the water?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a dex roll. You can take advantage on that. You can take a +1 advantage on your dex roll for throwing it in the water.
Alright, so let me see it. So... let's see here. Oh,
so 2d6 plus... you have a +1 normally on, but this you'll have advantage, so you'll actually do a +2. So you roll 2d6 plus
okay. 10. Okay, wow.
Yeah, so you just toss him right in the water, no problem.
You're rolling great.
Yeah. And he drowns terribly. Oh no, we just lost.
Oh no, Sarah disappeared.
Vivi fell in the water.
Okay.
Vivi's Sabo now. Oh god.
Oh gosh, I'm Sabo though. What?
Apparently you're Vivi now.
Hi.
Or is that Sanji? I guess that could be Sanji.
Could be.
Yeah.
Well, are we allowed to do a side chat with the other players, or are you kind of limiting that?
The whisper?
Are we allowed to do whispering?
You want to talk to them like independent of GM?
Well, I mean, I'm just suggesting stuff. I don't want to influence your decision making. So.
Okay, no. Okay, so and that's okay. So we can always drop back to there's what's a lot of people will label different levels of like gameplay. So you've got like character level, and that's where we're all at when we're doing stuff, right? But then you have player level, so we can drop back to player level and say we're the people playing this game. We're not actually the characters, and if you discuss something with everybody and it's like a strategy that you want to have for your characters, I can still just play the way that I would play no matter what.
Okay.
So
cool.
So I'm gonna ask, do you guys want to take on Cracker and the other guy, or do you guys want to keep on sailing, just keep the lead we have on him?
I will say at the moment you've made your distance and they're like fading in
oh, they are fading.
Yeah,
okay.
we've gotten away.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we can. At this point, I would assume that any other fishmen on the ship would be able to help us get ahead.
Plus, they're injured, right? I mean,
they're injured.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
It's One Piece world, though. I mean, Zoro has like a hole in his body and still works out.
Give me sake. I'm good.
Well, we've only seen like 2 confirmed character deaths in like the whole series, haven't we? I mean, like Ace is dead.
Ace, Whitebeard.
Ace and Roger are the only. Ace, Roger, and Whitebeard are the only ones
Odin.
that have been confirmed dead.
I mean, that guy that got shot by Lucky Roo.
Right.
That dude's dead.
R.I.P.
Okay, so we're at 5 people.
Yeah, I mean, it's very rare for anyone to ever die in One Piece, right? No one dies in One Piece. It's a pretty magical world.
Bon Clay is alive.
Gondoriano? No, he's still alive.
I love Bon.
All right.
Bon Clay is one of those characters where like you never thought you would love him, and then you do. You know? I don't know.
You gotta love Bon Clay.
Right. All right. Cool. So, but you guys, so you're making some good distance now as you're sort of speeding away, and sort of as you're making your way through the ocean, what shows up but a marine ship? So a marine ship just sort of comes. It's coming right at you, right? You see it, and it shows up in the distance, and you're both headed in opposite directions, right towards each other. This day is just going from bad to worse.
And could this possibly be your two's
Use me as a hostage.
Huh?
I said, could this possibly be you two's pursuers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know it is.
So
No, it's his fault.
yeah. So let's see. What do you do? Because you see the marine ship, right? And it's coming.
Are they pursuing Sabo or are they pursuing me?
Are these the ones pursuing? Are they pursuing Sabo and Vivi, or are they just there?
You don't know, right? You just see a marine ship in the distance. I mean, it's just there.
We don't
that's
know.
information you wouldn't have. It's
Okay, so I'm asking you guys. Do you want to know?
I think we stand a better chance against the Marines than we do the whole cake crew, in my opinion.
All right, let's go for them.
Yeah.
Can we tell what type of marine ship it is?
Vivi, you got observation by any chance?
I don't know. Can you? What kind of marine ship is it? You tell me.
I'm gonna
General
have to
patrol?
at least a warship.
Just a patrol ship. Just a patrol
frigate,
ship.
nothing big.
Just a frigate patrol ship. Something we can handle. Something small.
But where we are, there'd be it would be all
Why
warships.
would they be so close
Yeah,
to
this is the
Holsworth
new
Island
world.
and Big Mom's territory? Really? There should be no reason why the Marines are coming close to them. Unless they want to lose the whole ship on their own, so.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when it comes to... Never mind.
Well, it doesn't matter. We're going towards them. We're going towards them.
Let's say it looks like a pretty inconsequential ship. Like it's just it doesn't seem to have anyone of terrible note on it necessarily. Like there's no like special flags flying or anything like that. It's just like generic marine ship.
Okay. Then I suggest we 3 commandeer that ship so that my friends can return to Fishman Island.
Okay.
Sounds
Agreed.
good. Let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
Cool. So you're gonna head right for it.
Can I use ambush? Like, get Jimby to use his whale, sneak me up on the ship?
Yeah, that's totally not. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, there's rules.
Do I need to.
Can like all three of us do that?
Yeah, if all three of you want to ride on a whale to the ship, you can and board it.
Okay.
I mean, it'd protect our ship.
I will roll.
Roll plus dex.
Yeah. Okay. A 3.
Oh, don't freeze! Don't freeze!
Oh.
No, don't freeze!
Yeah. So you call for some of your allies to come and take you.
Like, even Terry doesn't want to deal with my shit today.
Yeah. It's not Terry anymore though. You do get a whale does show up. It's a whale, but this whale is let's just say he's not the brightest whale in the world.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So he shows up and he does sort of like agree to help, he opens his mouth for you to get in. What do you want to do?
Let's go! Jumping in it.
Now.
So Jimbei motions to let Sabo and Vivi go first and says, "I can swim."
Okay.
Smart play.
Now, so if we drop back to player level, Vivi and Sabo cannot communicate with this whale, and they don't know that he's kind of an idiot, right?
Yeah.
Unless Jinbei tells them, they won't know.
Yeah, no, I was just joking about it. So he's basically going to tell them that this whale isn't going to be of much help, and there are other ways we can get to that ship.
Sure. All right. So the whale, with a tear in his eye, sinks back in the ocean and swims away.
Thank you.
Cool. All right. The marine ship draws closer. So we've lost Vivi a little bit.
So the marine ship. So is it possible for Jinbei to get in the water and carry them?
Yeah, that's possible.
Cool.
Maybe. Let's look at Jinbei's moves real quick. Come on. Go back to where you came from. There you go. Alright. So, oh no. That's never a good sign.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Okay, you're back. I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something real fast.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You still hear me?
Yes. Yeah, you're all frozen, but we can hear you. Sure.
We're gonna do this. Oh no, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
Maybe
let's
switch to
just,
turn off the video and just switch to audio.
Yeah, I think we'll roll on your Constitution for carrying them, through the water to the ship. So, you just roll 2d6.
Roll Constitution.
Yep.
All right, so. So that's 15 plus 1.
Do I need a roll for the ambush?
Not yet. You will, but not yet. First, you just have to successfully make it. But But what you might want to do is roll to assist. Somebody might want to roll to assist.
I'll roll to assist.
Right.
What do you have to roll for that?
I roll 2d6 and it'll be a +1 modifier.
Okay. Rolling. 6.
You are not helpful.
That is not. Yeah, I need 7. Okay.
Alright.
Sorry, I'm rolling terribly.
So here's what happens. Jinbei, you start carrying Vivi and Sabo in the water, so you're like speeding along. The whale from earlier, the one that maybe wasn't. Yeah. He sees you and he thinks he's gonna help, right? He's like, so he comes up with his mouth and just like starts to swallow all of you.
No, go away, no!
And you can hear with your telepathy, I'm helping! So he comes up to grab you. But when he does, he knocks Sabo free of your arms, and Sabo falls into the water. And as a devil fruit user, it's not good for him, right?
Oh God!
So Sabo is currently drowning. Sabo, let's go ahead and take some damage.
All right, let's.
It's not gonna be left.
Can I rescue Sabo since I can still swim?
Yeah.
So 3 damage.
So you take 3 damage. That's gonna ignore your armor because this is not like physical damage.
I'm already at 18, so I'm down to 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Sabo's drowning Vivi. Are you gonna sort of leap free and try and save him then?
Yeah.
Okay, because you're currently being swallowed by a whale. So what I'm gonna have you do is to roll Defy Danger with your dexterity. So you roll 2d6.
Okay, hold on. You're probably gonna lose me again.
No.
I'm
You're looking good.
Because I can't even use the dice. It's not letting me.
Okay.
I can roll for her. One of us can.
We can roll for you if you want.
Yeah, we can roll for you.
Go ahead.
Alright. So, are you doing that or you want me to do it? I can do it.
You got it, man.
Alright, cool. Alright, so we're doing... Is your dex +2, I believe?
Okay, let's try this.
I'll look. No, dex is...
Be right back.
That's the right character. Y. The dex +2. Alright. So, Vivi rolls +2 on that. So, 2d6 +2, 4 Defy Danger. Gets a 10. Gets a 10.
Nice.
She's not even here, she got a 10. Look at that.
Good for her.
I know.
I think I need you to roll for me too.
Dude, so I was playing a different game last night. One of my weekly players did his first DM, and it was a one shot. He basically did a play on the Tournament of Power from Dragon Ball.
Oh wow!
So we've done a number of one shots, and so every one shot I create 5 special moves for each character, and so I've generated like over 100 different special moves. So he wanted the list, so I gave him the list, and he basically randomly generated characters with random special moves for all of us. And but so, anyways, my character last night, I was getting god rolls on like success, and the absolute worst rolls possible on damage. So I was always successful, but never actually did anything.
Oh god!
You're like Krillin or something.
It was bad. I was a 6.5 foot tall bugbear named Carl, who was chaotic.
Nice.
Yeah, which is fun because I very rarely get to be a player, so it's nice to like. It's interesting because you feel like you have like power as a DM, like, but really you don't. But as a player, there's a lot more freedom. So Vivi's jumping in the water to save you, but you know.
So she manages to get me to the surface, or
Maybe,
back
I don't know.
on Jinbei's back.
I was like, we'll give her a minute to come back because I always like players
okay.
to describe their successes. It's always
No, that's
fun
nice. Yeah.
to sort of like, you know, make up your own victories.
I like this background music, by the way. This is actually a lot nicer than playing We Are on repeat. You know.
Well, no. So in the last game, I had like 16 or 17 different songs that I cycled through. And I think the
Copyright stuff.
Yeah, I got copyright on 8 of them. It was a list of like 8 things they were like no to. I was like, okay, I got you. It's funny because I can still watch it, right? I can still watch it on my YouTube because I uploaded it, but no one else can. Now there's a loophole in there, right? So I can restream it. I can pull it up on YouTube on my computer and stream that viewing to Twitch, right? So I can always re-air it. I just can't do it on YouTube.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Hey, what do you guys think of the latest OP for One Piece, Dreaming On? I mean, I think it's pretty catchy. You know,
it's good. My favorite in the last couple of years has been Hope.
Yeah, Hope is good.
I really like Hope. That was the one before the superpower one.
Yeah.
I've finally gotten used to the new one.
Yeah.
For a while, I would watch the simulcast episodes, and the old OP was still in my head as the Toei advertisement faded away, and I'd be like, oh no, that's not the right one.
Yeah.
But last week, it was the first time it was like the right one in my head. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Over the Top was pretty cool. I mean, but that was sung by the original guy who sung "We Are" back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, I like all of them, honestly.
I haven't watched the anime since early on in the Wano arc. I'm still reading the manga, but I was just kind of waiting for it to like catch up to the stuff that matters, because there is a lot of like just kind of messing around with Wano for a while.
Yeah.
Where, like, it's like I don't,
it's like a family event for me. So.
I'm really excited to get to kind of where we are now. Like once the battle starts, I really like, it's like in Dressrosa where like, Dressrosa kind of dragged on for a while.
Yeah.
But the minute Doflamingo said birdcage, like it was lit,
Yeah.
And like we've hit that sort of same stage with Wano where like it's just bonkers.
Well, the anime, like Luffy's still in like the prison camp, and they're now just like Yusui, just got spoilers to the stream here, whatever, but he just got executed, and I feel like they're dragging their feet. Like for like the last 2 episodes were literally just Zoro figuring out what Smiles is all about, and them, I don't know, getting the body and stomping on everybody, in the execution grounds. I mean, but it's like, how can you fit so much nothing into like 2 episodes?
Well, I will say that the anime does a really good job of expanding upon things. It's like some things in the manga,
emotions. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Some things in the manga, they happen very quickly, and you think like, man, I kind of like to see that expanded. I'll give you for instance, in the Big Mama arc, when the mink, is it Peckham's?
On the beach where he sacrifices himself. Yeah.
When he went like the form they go into. Yeah. Like in the manga, literally it's 1 page, right? And the anime gave that like a whole episode.
I really
cool
enjoyed that episode too.
And then too, like, so even in Wano, at the beginning where Zoro sort of goes to the whole like where he's supposed to quit seppuku and stuff. Right. Like, once again, like 1 or 2 pages in the manga, but like the anime really gave like at least half an episode to that and really kind of fleshed it out a little more, and so that was nice. Because even the manga like sometimes will drag it a little bit, but Big Mom arc killed me from at the beginning. Like when Luffy's running around the forest for like 20 episodes.
Oh my gosh, dude, that was just. That's painful to watch.
Yeah, it did lose me a little bit, So it really wasn't until a little later that really sort of picked up. So One Piece definitely has like an ebb and flow to it, where like sometimes you think like, oh man, this is like it's getting a little tiresome, and then you get those like 10 to 20 episodes where you're just like every episode you're just like the edge of your seat, like, oh god.
Yeah. Well, I'd say since the the 2-year skip, whatever, like Fishman Island, I'm sure it had its ups and downs, but it was a complete snore to me. Punk Hazard, less of a snore. Dressrosa is when it got hyped, and then it's kind of gradually built up in my mind from that point onward.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for for Skypiea to be relevant. I know it's gonna be.
It's gonna be.
Thank you.
It's just a matter of when, right? I like the Skypiea arc. There's a lot of haters out there, but I like Skypiea.
I'm super excited for whenever Moria becomes relevant again.
Yeah. Oh
because I love Moria.
We've already seen him a little bit, so you know.
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't really do too much.
Yeah. But I think it's coming though. I think it's. I mean, they reintroduced him, so I think that's something that's in the future.
Yeah.
I mean, so far, Oda doesn't do anything, inconsequential or by accident, right? It all matters.
Yeah.
It may be 300 chapters later that it's relevant, but it will be relevant.
Yeah, no, your boy Moria, like, it's so funny to think back that, like, Kuma warped into his, like, castle and was like, yo, look out for this guy named Blackbeard. He's kind of a threat. And Moria's like, whatever, I got these straw hats to worry about. And then flash forward, all these years later, he gets stomped on by Blackbeard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, too. That was so. When reading the manga, and so I mean, spoiler alert for people watching, I guess a little bit. But at the beginning of the Odin arc, I was bored with it. Right, the flashback, the first part of the flashback, I got bored. But then when he joins Gold Roger, like, then once again, it's sort of like it's not just Odin that matters anymore. Like, you're getting a window into like what was going on with Roger and stuff like that, and that was really like. It was really good time. It's like one of those like where you're just like, I have to wait another week for
Yeah.
For more of this.
Yeah, I was on the edge for the Olden backstory. I enjoyed him with Whitebeard also though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm actually looking forward to people who can kind of pull off the cosplay for him. I mean, when I was at AWA Anime Weekend Atlanta 2019, I saw a couple of people pulling off like Zoro and Law cosplays of Wano, and I'm like, why do they have these like weird samurai stuff on? But it's like, no, that's because Wano was going on like summer of last year,
Yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah.
I got the oh no, what's the messages? What are we going on here?
What we got?
Okay, still trying to get I get the memory reminders on Facebook for AWA, even though it's not this weekend anymore. It historically been on this weekend, and I know it's killing me. It's killing me.
Pour one out for you homies, just.
Yeah. I went to Katsucon, and I wish I had known that was gonna be the last convention I would ever go to in my entire life or something,
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah.
So what should we do with Sarah being AWOL? We want to just press on?
Yeah, I think we will. I will say one last
typing.
Okay. Nope. No sound.
Can you hear us? So she can hear us, but
yeah. I mean, for the time being, you can type in because that's on the string too if you want. Or not. That's cool. I was excited to see Kaido's son/daughter, and I can't wait to see the cosplays of Yamato.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've had like a hard to understand, like, what she like. I'm Kozuki Odin. It's like, how are you Kozuki Odin?
Because she just wants to be.
Yeah, it's like I sexually identify as Kozuki Odin.
Hey, listen, all right.
Listen.
Listen. It just takes one minute with Ivankov, and she'll be what she wants to be, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Ivankov will take care of that.
Yeah.
I'm still not convinced the dragon isn't Luffy's mother, alright?
Yeah. No, somebody like in a comment said, I don't know where I read it, but they're like, oh, she's cosplaying as Kozuki Odin. She believes she's him.
You know. She's just like an extreme otaku.
She's an Odin otaku.
I mean, she is though.
She is an Oden otaku.
Yes. All right. So we're gonna just sort of move forward a little bit while we're waiting.
Okay.
Vivi jumps in and starts pulling you out of the water, and she gets you to the surface. Jinbei, you've been swallowed by the the whale that thinks he's helping. What do you do?
That's a great question. I don't want to like harm the whale.
Yeah.
Maybe I start tickling it.
Okay, yeah. You tickling like his uvula or something, maybe, or
yeah, just to try to like get out.
Yeah, roll on dex for tickling a whale from the inside.
Gosh, I'm not even gonna be able to tickle. I bet. Struggling with these rolls. Let's see, what was my dex?
I think you're +1 on dex.
+1.
Yeah.
Hey,
look at that. Yeah.
Hello.
You tickle him, and he starts sort of like laugh, choking all at the same time, and his mouth opens pretty wide.
And I jump out.
Yeah, you have an opportunity to jump out. And then Vivi and Sabo are sort of like bobbing on top of the water. Vivi's got Sabo cradled in her arms, trying to keep him from drowning. So what do you do?
How close is the marine ship?
It's probably a good maybe 20 yards away. But that's really not that far when you think about it.
All right. I mean, I guess I'll try again to carry them to the ship.
Sure.
Which ship? Our ship or the marine ship?
The marine ship. That we're gonna steal that ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll it on.
All right. +1 again. Seven.
Cool. All right. So yeah, you'll get it there to it. Also, shout out to Wicked Frizz, who's joined us in the chat. She can't sleep, so she's joined us in the chat. How's it going? Sorry you can't sleep, but glad you joined us. All right. So, tell me how you scoop them up out of the water and start heading towards the ship.
All right. So I just kind of grab them and put them on my back.
Okay.
And just kind of swim on the surface of the water towards the ship. While I guess with my head above water to make sure they're not like shooting at us and stuff.
Okay. All right. Cool. So yeah. You make it to the ship, but all of the running around and stuff has caused you a little bit of fatigue. You'll take a -1 to your next roll.
Okay.
Going forward. So you guys start scaling the ship then?
Yes.
Yep.
I could throw them.
Yep.
Okay.
Form ambers.
Do you so basically throwing them would be a volley. Do you want to roll for that with your -1?
Do you guys want to be thrown or do you want to climb? This is in character asking them the question, and then I'm just going to throw them while they are deciding. Okay. in perfect One Piece fashion.
You guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Is it going to be Constitution again or Dex?
Okay, is there a word for...
Say what now?
What am I rolling for?
Well, sorry, what to Sarah?
Oh, sorry. Sarah?
Is there a rope or that hanging off the ship?
So here's something you can do. You can roll Discern Realities. Discern Realities allows you to take a second and survey what's going on and see what you see. So you can roll 2d6 on your Wisdom for Discern Realities.
2 and Wisdom says +0.
Yeah, sure. Or do we need to roll for you? Oh, you got that. I don't think that's right. There you go. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, you don't see anything. But you know what? Here's how, so you rolled a 6. Here's what you do see. You do see a rope, and you feel like it is definitely the way to go. You definitely feel like that's the way to get up the ship. So that's where we are.
Okay. So what do I need to do to throw them?
Oh no. She strongly feels that rope is the way to get up. This is where you should separate yourself.
I don't want to be thrown.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna throw out here. I'm gonna use armament hockey. I want to be hockeyed up before I take round.
He's not gonna throw.
Are you trying to metagame me right now, sir?
Throw me, bro. Throw me.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and roll your
Actually,
armament
can we
hockey.
do that? Can I throw him for a surprise attack essentially, and
Yeah,
then
you
she
can do
can
that.
climb up?
Yeah, that sounds fun.
All right. So does he have to roll for any type of armament hockey?
Yeah, so he'll have to roll for the armament hockey, and you'll have to roll for the threat.
Okay, so gain +1 armor and +2 damage for 3 rounds. Okay. So what do I roll? 2d6.
2d6 plus whatever it says on your sheet. So if you look at your sheet, beside armor
Plus wisdom.
hockey,
One modifier of 1. So okay.
Yep.
2d6 plus 1. Rolling.
Okay.
So your hockey.
Hold on. We'll resolve that in a second. Would you like to roll through him?
All right. Yeah. So what do I need to? What am I checking?
2d6 on strength for throwing.
Strength.
Well,
so,
no. Yeah, because you're in the water. Typically, throwing is a volley, and you use dexterity. But because of the situation you're in, strength would be a better stat. So, yeah.
Okay. So +2. And then I was -1 also, so that puts me down to 5.
Cool. So, Vivi, start climbing the rope. Cool. So Vivi is climbing the rope.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. You wind back to throw Sabo. Alright? So you go to launch him with all your strength for this surprise attack. Just as you go to throw him, the whale.
God, this freaking whale!
Who's now showing up for the third time? We're gonna give him an
All this because we decided to do a shortcut with the whale.
The
I
whale.
know. We should have just.
The
We
whale's
just could
name
have just
is Jeff
sailed to
now.
them.
All right, Jeff the whale.
God.
Jeff the whale. He wants to help. So he comes up underneath you and goes to like throw you up to aid in your throw. So you throw Sabo with all your might, and before Sabo has the chance to enable his hockey, he smashes into Vivi, and they crash through the side of the ship, breaking through the wood into the kitchen of the marine ship. And Jinbei is launched into the air, and Jinbei lands on the deck, and does a quick like fish flopping move, just out of response. Everyone's gonna take some damage. It's great. You haven't even fought anyone. Everyone's gonna take some damage. It's great.
Hey, everybody's always injured in One Piece before the actual battle. So
Yeah. So Sabo, you're gonna
How
take.
much?
I clicked the thing. Come on now. Sabo's gonna take 2 damage.
Alright.
You
I'm
can
at
deduct
13.
You can deduct armor from that. So VV is gonna take 5 damage. Deduct your armor
Oh
from that.
gosh, maybe.
And Jinbei is gonna take 4 damage, deducting your armor from that. All right.
God, this whale. We need to get out of the water fast. Okay, I'm climbing the freaking
No,
rope.
you're out of the water because you've been knocked on top of the deck.
Oh, the whale knocked me up. Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, you land on the deck and you're flopping like a fish for like half a second. You know, just,
Gotcha.
Actually, real quick, does armor like take into account every time you take an attack, or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'll have to okay, thanks.
I mean, there could be a scenario where whatever's giving you armor is broken. But
Okay,
hopefully that's not the case.
21.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, we're gonna sort of resolve these things as they're happening. Both Sabo and Vivi crashed through the, like I said, the side of the ship. They are now in the kitchen. There's 3 chefs in there, and they're all armed with kitchen knives. They see you and draw their kitchen knives. Meanwhile, on the top of the deck, let's go and do this. So, all right. So, Jinbei lands on the deck, and there are a handful of Marines on the top of the deck as well. There's about 4 of them in your general proximity on top of the deck, and they've all pulled weapons of sorts. They've all pulled out like muskets and trained them on you. Now, this is just like a sort of a crappy Marine ship. These aren't like the strongest Marines in the world. They were just like out for whatever particular purpose. So, down in the kitchen, Sabo and Vivi, what are you doing? You've got these 3 guys, all with knives trained on you. What's happening?
I'd say, you know what, Vivi, unless you got an idea. I got one. If you don't got one,
we can persuade, or we
I was thinking
can
something on the persuasion line. Like maybe we could defy danger and like convince them, hey, we happen to come through the side of your ship, but we are the head chef and cheftress of the Marines, and this is a random audit, and we want to see how good you guys can cook.
I think the persuasion.
Persuasion perhaps?
Is there any way? How dangerous is this hole in the ship?
Yeah, how obvious.
It's. I mean, it's. Let's say the hole is.
Is it going to start taking on water?
No. So this is up the side of the ship. She was climbing up the side of the ship, right? So yeah, you're in no danger of taking on water. I mean, there's some like cool like ocean breeze coming through.
Gotcha.
But let's say the hole is roughly 4 foot across by about 4.5 foot tall. I mean, not that that matters a whole lot, but there it is. It's you have a clear view of the ocean for sure. So yeah, I mean, Vivi could use her persuasion.
So it's a nice window.
Yeah, it's a nice window, or door, whatever. You can use persuasion, but I don't know that you need to persuade, because it's like diplomatic. You need to persuade them something a bit better. As in, I dropped in for an audit by punching a hole in the side of your ship, because it's got to make sense.
Oh, persuade them that.
Yeah.
So
surprise audit.
Yeah.
So this is like a measly ship. So they probably don't have information about what's going on with you guys escaping from wherever. So maybe just convince them that you're the princess of.
Ooh, nice.
That you're Princess of Alabasta and you need to be escorted.
Well, I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you'd have advantage.
I'm running away from Big Mom.
No.
We lost him though. We lost him.
Listen, you could be escaping that fisherman ship that's like in front of them.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
True, and Sabo is acting as my bodyguard.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've
So-
got
Yeah, because Jinbei's not with you, so you can say that. And
right. So yeah, you got
These are basic
Gonna be
dumb
the
Marines.
So
so you rolled 2d6 plus charisma.
use your diplomatic powers to negotiate a reasonable 2d6 plus charisma. It's +1.
Mm-hmm.
Roll d6. The roll.
Oh dear.
Can Sabo assist?
Sabo should probably assist for sure.
Man, we are so bad at rolling.
First of all, what do you say? What words do you use?
I'm Princess Vivi. We're escaping from the fishmen who kidnapped me. This is my guard. We're trying to run away. Yeah.
Okay. So,
I need to be taken home. I need to be safe.
Yeah. So they hear your story and they say to you, how does that end up with you crashing through the side of our ship? And then Sabo helps. Possibly, he's gonna have to roll for it. This like doesn't exist.
He's got bad aim.
Yeah. He's wait. He's muted himself, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily a technical difficulty. So what's going on there? Go team.
Okay, first me now. No.
I need more coffee.
At least my audio's working now?
I know, yeah.
It's good.
Alright, so,
Your video's working well, too.
I'm gonna do
Better than it was.
Oh, wait.
I don't know.
Alright, cool.
Paused.
Hey, so,
Okay.
So
Sabo.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
Vivi is trying to persuade them, but she's not doing a good job. She's basically told them that the two of you are escaping the fishmen, and they've returned with. How does that end up with you like crashing through the side of our ship? And so you're gonna roll to assist.
Yeah, let's all roll this.
Yeah. So you roll 2d6 plus 2d6 plus 1.
What do the rules say for assist? I'm looking here.
Roll 2d6 plus 1.
2d6 plus 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah! All right.
Yeah.
You assist. So how do you? So when they come
I'll
back and
explain
ask-
to him. It's like, look, I'm actually a part of CP9. I'm here to escort and protect Princess Vivi from the terrible Fishman Island who've gone pirates who've gone rogue, and I just happened to cling aboard your ship and we busted through the wall. We apologize. The princess, she's tired, she's hurt, she's distressed, and she's hungry. If you guys are the best chefs on the ship, please make her the best gourmet meal you can whip up. You do us a world of good. We're gonna head upstairs, and we'll leave you to your business.
So they sort of look at you, and the head chef says, "I want to believe you, but until we can verify your information, we're going to put you down in our hold.
Oh God.
We'll have Mark over here escort you down to the brig. So they're not going to attack you, but they're going to just like escort you down to the brig.
Okay.
While they check out your information. Do you find that amenable?
Let's play along. 2v1's better than none. So
play along.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We'll play along.
So Mark gestures and starts. That you walk in front of him and he's going to sort of guide you. So Mark starts walking you down towards the hall and what looks like maybe a set of like ladders that are going down. Meanwhile, on the deck, Jinbei, you've got 5 Marines who've drawn muskets on you.
Okay, so do they know who Jinbei, Son of the Sea, is?
I imagine every Marine knows who Jinbei, Son of the Sea is.
Okay, so let's see.
What question do they know if Shitabaki is disbanded yet?
Maybe not.
Alright, so he's just going to attack, and I am going to plea for a advantage.
Okay. Yeah.
Because he's a Shichibukai and they're a measly Navy ship.
Sure. Yeah, you can take a plus 1 on your roll. Also,
Cool.
I just want to give a heads up Kaizo Kuneko, I think that's how it's pronounced, who's joined our chat. Welcome to the stream. We're so glad to have you.
Welcome! Alright, so I'm going to, are they surrounding me, or are they just,
so you're sort of towards the edge of the ship, near the side, and they've got like a semicircle around you.
Okay, so
you've got
I'm
one driven in
going,
front of you, and then you got a middle left, middle right, and a far right, and a far left. So
I am going to do some Fishman Karate.
Alright.
10,000 Brick Shark Fist.
Okay. How does that work? Tell us how that works.
Alright, so it's deal a devastating blow to your target, causing 4d6 of damage. 10 plus deal an additional d6 damage.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Let's get that 10 plus.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a 2d6 plus 2.
Yep. Yeah.
Ooh, 10 plus.
Nice.
Alright, roll for
So,
damage.
so I do 5d6 damage.
I'll tell you what too, because you didn't take your advantage by way of a roll. So I will give you good night, Wicked Frizz. Thanks for coming. So for your advantage, I will allow your attack to hit all 5 of them.
Oh, dope. Alright, so 5d6. 18.
Nice. So you are going to incapacitate all of them because, as we know, no one in One Piece dies. But you will knock them all out, all of them. Tell me how you do it. Describe the action.
So, I was flopping on the deck, and then I kind of do like a breakdance spin move. And while I'm doing it, I say, Fishman Karate! And then as I land on my feet, I say the 10,000, I don't even know what it is, 10,000 Brick Shark Fist! And it kind of reverberates, and they kind of like look at me like, what's going on?
Nice. Yeah, they all fall flat on the deck from the force of your hit. So there are other crew on top of the thing, but they're looking pretty worried, and they sort of like they back up, right? The other crew are on the top right now, you hear one of them yell like, "Oh, get the boss!" And so like one of them starts running like down into the ship, so while that's going on, you've got Vivi and Sabo. You've gone down the ladder, and he's walking you towards the brig, but it's just you and this one guy. What are you doing, Marcus?
Mark.
We want to take him out?
Yeah, poor son of a gun. Yeah, he just kind of like let us up into our trap. So
Please tell me that Mark is listening to them say this out loud. That's hilarious.
I take my metal pipe weapon and I just go for a good old-fashioned clean attack. Go ahead, Vivi. Go ahead.
Maybe one of you is like making sign language. You're like,
Yeah. Just kind of motion to out. Can we just do ambush?
Yeah.
Kind of leading us to.
Yeah, you can do the ambush.
Okay.
Yeah, roll for it. You got it.
Great. So, what do I roll?
You're gonna roll 2d6 on your dexterity, which is a +2, so 2d6 +2.
And if she's not successful, I'll help her out. Advantage.
Rolling.
Alright, cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So on a 9, you're gonna open yourself up to some sort of retribution. So we'll see how this goes. So you're gonna roll your normal damage, which I believe on your character is a D8.
Only one guy.
And then well, hold on. We'll see how this goes, right? So you're gonna roll a D8, and then you're gonna roll an additional D4. So you're gonna roll 1 D8 and 1 D4 for damage.
One D8. Come on. No advantage. Come on. Okay, 1d8
Hmm. All right.
and 1d4.
All right. So you're gonna do 7 damage. Now this isn't going to incapacitate Mark, but you're definitely gonna like get a real solid hit on him. Tell me how you do it.
Let's basically kick him upside the head.
All right. So you should
Nice step back and then spin and kick.
All right, cool. Yeah, you do your spin kick. You crack him right across the face, knocking him sort of into the side of the wall because this is inside the ship. You know, the corridors are not very wide. He hits the side, but as he's going down, he reaches out and grabs the leg that you kicked him with, toppling you over as well, and you hit the side of your head on the wall of the ship as you fall down. You're going to take just 2 damage, deduct your armor from that. As you hit the side of your head. Sabo, you're seeing this go down. What are you doing?
Well, is he going down, the guy, or is he, like... What's the status? I'm sorry.
He's falling down to the ground right now.
Okay, well... Okay, I don't have knowledge that Sabo is... Not Sabo, but Jinbei is kicking ass on the top deck.
Nope, you don't know that at all.
I don't know that at all, okay. And the goal is to take the ship, so... Okay.
But this guy is not going down for the count. He's just been attacked, right?
Okay. Okay. So, fine. So you know what? I'll attack him with my metal pipe. Just keep it simple.
All right. So you can do a hack and slash. So you're gonna roll 2d6 on your strength.
All right. My strength is +2 modifier. So all right. Ho ho! All right.
Yeah. So all right. So you got a 10 plus on a basic attack. Here's something else you can do when you roll a 10 plus on a hack and slash. You have the opportunity to do an additional attack for 1 more d4 than your normal attack, but it opens you up to some sort of consequence. That's something you can choose to do if you want to.
Don't do it.
You don't have to.
This guy's just a grunt, though. I mean, it's like...
He is, right. I mean, if you just want to roll normal
okay.
damage and get away scot-free...
No, so, no, I think enough is enough. I mean, I hit him. He's done.
Yeah. Alright, so then just roll your normal damage.
I'm sorry?
Roll for normal damage. Roll your, what is your damaging dice?
Let me see, for...
Say on there.
Actually, what is for metal pipe, actually?
Well, so hack and slash is, so on your sheet it says, like, damage.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah.
At the top, it should say damage.
Actually, let me pull it up. Hack and slash, when you attack an enemy melee, roll plus strength.
Yeah. Well, no, so, okay. On your character sheet, right? So you got a character sheet?
Yeah.
So at the top, you get armor, hit points, damage, right? So on damage...
1d8.
Yep, so there you go.
Okay, so 1d8.
Yep. Will it be enough?
No, and I appreciate you, like, you know, I want to learn the rules. Like, don't kind of, you know, hold my hand through it.
Yeah.
There we go, 4 damage. All right.
All right, cool. 4 damage still won't incapacitate him, but certainly it's a solid hit. Yep. So, tell me how you're...
How close were we to the brig?
Huh?
God, how strong is Mark?
How close were we to the brig?
You're probably like it's just probably like down the hall from where you're at. Mark's just as strong as the guys that you killed on the deck. Actually, same HP. It's not that much, but you know.
We need to get that whale shark in here and just let him flop around.
So you swing your pipe. But once again, we're in like a corridor, right? So you don't have a lot of room to like get a solid swing in. So you're basically just like tapping him on the face or leg. Where are you hitting him? Sabo.
Sorry?
Where on the body are you hitting him with your pipe?
No, back of the neck.
Back of the neck. Okay. So you crack him in the back of the neck, but like I said, you don't have a lot of room to swing. And that's as he's falling. So it hits him down to the ground. He hits the ground face first, which means he's like entirely prone. So he's pretty like indisposed. Vivi, you've sort of caught yourself as you've like falling and you smacked your head on the side of the wall. But you managed to like stable yourself and like quickly stand back up. So as you're standing back up, do you take an action against Mark?
Me or her? Her.
Can I kick him in the balls?
Yeah. And I'll give that to you as a free action because he's you know been attacked twice.
He's a pervert. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can just roll for damage on that if you want to. Just roll your damaging dice. Free action. So it'll be just a D8. Or sorry, D6. Sorry, D6. Your damage is a D6. So.
D6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and it's just enough. Just enough. You're going to knock him out with your kick. Do you want to describe it in any capacity?
Yeah!
Are we okay? Is this like girl with a dragon tattoo type of kick, or I mean, what are we doing here?
This way, I'm wearing heels, and it just goes random. I'm trying to stop myself from falling and kicking out and catch him.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. You catch him. The trauma is so much so that he passes out. Which you know.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, Mark passes out, and you guys are left on the corridor by yourselves. We're going to flash back up to the deck with Jinbei real quick. Jinbei, what are you doing? The crew's pretty scared of you, and it looks like they're trying to warrant some action against you.
So yeah, you said they called for the boss. Is the boss there yet?
No. Somebody ran down to try and go get whoever the boss is, and so.
Okay, so how many more are there?
So there's probably in total it's a crew, right, running a ship. So there's probably like a good 15 dudes like up on the deck.
Okay, cool.
You know, deck hands and whatever.
They're all scared.
But they are pretty scared, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I don't have that. Okay.
So something. Well, is there something? What do you want to do?
I was just looking at Jinbei's attacks. The what's the water bullet attack that the fishman karate can do?
Yeah. Well, so you've got what? There's was it is the shoulder toss that allows you to like basically throw water?
Yeah, I'd have to be in water to do that.
Well, yeah.
I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna go towards the first one and just start hacking slashing.
All right, so you're basically just gonna start taking out some dudes on the deck.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of the peons until the boss comes.
All right, cool. So immediately near you, there's some near the mast. There's probably like four guys near the mast. They're just sort of standing around it, and they look scared. They've got like their swords drawn, but they're like kind of shaking a little bit. So.
Oh, so the person that I go towards first, I'm gonna say now would be the time to run.
Okay. Roll.
Intimidate him. Yeah.
Yeah, charisma for intimidation. So roll 2d6 on your charisma.
2d6. So it's a 6.
And then what's your charisma rating? Is it a 0?
Yeah, that's a 0.
Okay. They are petrified, and they feel like they should run, but they also like don't want the retribution of being kicked out of the Navy, so they hold their ground.
Okay, cool. I wanted them to stay.
Cool.
All right. So once since you've steeled your resolve, I'm gonna 7,000 brick roundhouse kick that first person.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, and you can have a +1 advantage on that for the fear.
Okay, and that's what?
So you roll
Strength
2d6 plus 3 because
2d6 plus 2.
Oh, you get +3 because you get an advantage of +1.
Oh yeah, gotcha. 8.
All right. So, and then what's the 7 to 9 on that read?
So I'm just open for attack.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Oh, and I take -1 on my next roll.
Okay. All right.
So it's let's see, 2d6 damage. Oh, and it's 2 surrounding enemies.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like an area effect, right?
Yeah. So is there anybody else?
There's 4 of them right there on the mass, so you can
Gotcha.
hit 4.
Okay.
Yep.
Seven.
All right. Cool. So it won't necessarily kill them, but it'll certainly knock them all down. So yeah, tell me how you do your roundhouse kick and how it hits them all.
So yeah, Jinbei says, since you've steeled your resolve, and they all kind of flinch, and then I say,
Yeah.
7,000 brick roundhouse.
All right, cool.
And, yeah.
All right, cool. So you hit all 4 of them, and they all take the damage, and it knocks them down. So they're falling to the ground. We're gonna head down below deck. The one Marine who sort of left, he walks into he hurriedly bursts into what is the captain's quarters, and he says, "Boss, you'll never believe it. A fish man has gone on deck and he's wiping the crew out." And so this big sort of burly Marine stands up. There's no one we've seen before, but he is the captain of this ship. And he's got like cut off sleeves, and he reaches down and he grabs sort of a giant like halberd, like like a spear but an axe, and he says, "Well, I'll take care of this." And he's gripping the halberd. If we were watching the anime, you'd see that he imbues it with the adamant hockey.
Ooh.
Yeah. So meanwhile, cutting down to Vivi and Sabo, what are you guys doing? You've knocked Mark out and you're down the hole near the brig. What's your plan?
Phoebe, you got a plan?
We still have to start the ship, and is there any Marines around near us coming at us?
No, you're just down there, and there's it's just sort of an empty hallway.
Okay, then in that case, I take my hand, I aim it upwards, I use Dragon Claw to bust a straight shot to the top of the top deck.
Okay. That can't go wrong at all.
That can't go wrong. What could possibly go wrong?
Alright, cool.
Why are we damaging the ship? Wasn't the point of using the ship?
Alright,
okay.
cool.
Alright,
Yeah.
cool. So, okay. Deal a crushing blow to your target for +1 d8 damage. So what is it, 2d6 to hit or something like that? Or,
It's 2d6 plus strength, because you're basically attacking the ship.
Okay, so what is...
So I'm questioning the options of this, because we were supposed to be using the ship to get to Fishman Island. Why are you damaging the ship?
Well, I mean, I'm just poking a hole slightly to get to the top.
Oh, wait, are we going to Fishman Island? We should have stayed on my ship.
Exactly. We just saw a ship in front of us,
Your
you know?
ship is like...
I thought.
Well, no. I mean, Jinbei needs a ship to get back to Wano, right? So maybe that's what we're doing.
Yeah. That's why I was stealing the ship to, because y'all don't want to go to Fishman Island. That's too close to where you were just at.
Yeah. But I mean, a hole to the top of the ship's not going to sink it necessarily, you know.
Yeah, a hole in the top should be fine.
But I mean, you know, it's whatever you choose to do. I'm just here to enforce rules.
I will step back and let him do his thing.
Okay. So yeah, 2d6 on the strength. Don't roll a 6. If you're talking, I cannot hear you. It's cool.
S.
Well, you got a 10.
Yeah.
It's like, it looks like he described it, but I have no idea what he said. Did you guys hear him?
I can hear him.
You can?
Nope.
No.
Can you hear us?
Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
Yep.
And he's been spirited away.
Sabo becomes a deaf mute.
He's returned.
Nope.
He had a run-in with Ursula,
Yeah.
and
I tell you what, refresh your browser. There you go. Alright. I'll tell you what. How about now? Nothing. Just nothing.
It's late for me.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up quick. Man, we rolled a 6 on the technical difficulties tonight. I'll tell you what.
gosh. I was playing Eldritch Horror earlier, and I was rolling well, and I was like, hopefully that'll transfer to D&D tonight. Wrong.
Yep.
Nope.
Not at all.
Got dice tonight.
That's nice.
No dice. No dice. It's okay. My coffee booze is going. So.
My water is
Yeah, I'm empty.
I will tell you.
I think I have like a swallow left.
I've been on sort of like a pretty extreme diet for like the last 4 months, but I had pizza for like nothing. I had pizza for the first time in 4 months tonight, and it was amazing.
Hello, Daniel. Can you hear us?
Nothing.
No,
Alright, cool.
we still can't hear you.
Daniel.
The loading on him.
Yeah, Sabo blasts a hole to the roof, and it's literally like a few feet away from where Jinbei is.
Hello.
Jinbei.
Hey, there you are.
Okay.
Cool. You blast a hole to the surface. It's a few feet away from Jinbei. Jinbei, you see the wood explode beside you. Are you leaping out of the hole? Is that what you're doing?
Absolutely, yeah.
Cool. Are you going to use your flame dash to do that?
That may be a bit excessive. There's a bit of a drawback to that, but
Okay.
I'll use it.
Cool.
Come on, why not use it, right?
Why? I'll use it.
Why don't we
Yeah.
just use the splashers to pull us up?
Yeah.
I'll use it. Okay, I'll use it. So, use your flame to quickly propel. Okay, so it's all right.
He rolls a 6, he catches the boat on fire, everyone dies. Game over.
Yeah. So.
Okay, how about a normal jump? A normal jump.
That's
Okay.
whatever you want to do. It's up to you.
No, a normal jump.
Oh, well, that's, Vivi has a plan.
Just do a normal jump.
Okay. Yeah.
I do.
Thanks, Phoebe.
Use the peacock slash.
The voice of reason.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll on decks to basically get the slashers up to the surface to secure them in place.
Did the initial
Okay,
hole
so
take out any
what
of
is
those
that?
guys that were on the ground?
Sure. We'll say like 2 people were standing there and they get thrown into the air.
Yes. So it was worth it.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling dex.
Yep. 2d6 plus your dex.
So that's 2d6 plus 2.
Yep.
Oh. Give us a good one.
Nice. Yeah, that's successful.
Nice.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you throw the slashers up and you pull up and you come bursting out. When you come bursting out, I'm going to give you a free shot at 2 Marines for such a crazy victory there on your roll. So just go ahead and roll damage on 2 Marines. You can roll your d6 for that.
So 1d6?
1d6, yeah.
1d6.
Get him.
1d6. Rolling.
2 6s again.
Woo!
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, you tell me how you slash them. Tell me where you hit them with your slashes.
Alright. So as we're bursting through and I release the slashers from whatever they caught on, I swing it around and hit one of the Marines.
Cool. Well, you hit 2 of them, right? So
A bit.
yeah, you catch them. You catch them in the face.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So you catch them both in the face, slashing both of their sort of faces open. And,
Yeah, as well.
They get knocked back from the force of it, and then you land on the deck of the ship, striking a cool like combative pose as you hit the deck. Sambo jumping out beside you in ready form. And so now, because we're getting close to our time limit, we're going to basically just like talk our way through what's about to happen next. So we're going to sort of speed through it. We're not going to do any rolls. We're just going to, kind of wrap this up. So the boss shows up with his halberd. He sort of bursts on the deck and he sort of yells out, "Who dares to sully my deck with their insolence?" And you guys retort with witty and combative things. The other Marines, now that the boss has shown up, feel a renewed sense of courage and sort of surround you all. You have a pretty epic fight. Tell me some of the shots you get on the Marines. We'll start with Jinbei. Tell me in what ways you sort of attack some of the Marines and things that happen real quick.
Okay, so basically, so Jinbei's going to grab one Marine in like a headlock, and another Marine with like a palm thrust,
Mm-hmm.
and then toss the one in a headlock towards the one that he palm thrusted.
Cool. Nice. And what about Vivi? Vivi, tell me some cool Marine attacks that you're getting in.
Well, I'll use the Peacock Slasher to give me some area, and once I get enough distance between me and that, I'll pull out the bazooka and aiming away from the crew, from Sabo and Jinbi, shooting the opponents.
Cool. Yeah. You take out like a whole squadron of them with the bazooka, blowing them off the side of the ship, right? Cool. And then Sabo. Sabo, tell me how you dispatch some of the crew on the ship.
I am going to use good old Fire Fist and imbue my hands with, fire, and just line up for an attack on the nearest Marine.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
just
So
go for a punch.
yeah. So a number of Marines assault you, and you sort of fend them off, almost martial arts style, with your fists of flame, knocking them left and right, sending many of them over the edge. Meanwhile, the boss is also like taking some shots in here and there. You guys do get damaged a little bit as he sort of swings his halberd. He's sort of attacking you guys, and you're attacking him back and trading blows. But it comes to a point where you've cleared most of the crew off the ship. You've knocked them, either you incapacitated them or knocked them off the ship, and it's just you and the boss. You sort of trade blows back and forth. He's attacking you guys are attacking him. You're sort of taking turns, distracting and switching and hitting, and it comes down to a point where you're in a position where you can all sort of deal a final blow at once to him. He's been caught off guard. So as your final move against the boss, what do each of you do?
Should I go first?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me what kind of attack you're going to use as your last hit on the boss.
Cool. So Jinbei is going to use his 10,000 brick shark fist.
Okay, cool. And then Vivi?
So I'll do the general peacock star and just straight out.
Okay.
I can.
All right.
And
well,
we use Dragon Claw.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Vivi hits with the slashers first, sort of cutting up into the air slightly, and then Sabo uses his Dragon Claw, bouncing him directly at Jinbei, who uses his punch to basically nearly obliterate this guy, punching him square in the chest, and you see like X's in his eyes as he goes unconscious, flying over the edge of the ship, and the ship is cleared. You guys now have full command of it, and it's yours.
Yeah!
Yeah. And that's
Yay!
and that is our campaign for the night.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
I do want to say thank you guys so much for playing. It's a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. I mean, we had a few difficulties, but we soldiered through it. It was good. And I want to say thank you to all those watching. We've got about 6 viewers right at the moment. Also, big shout out, obviously, to Wicked Frizz and Kaiser Kaneko in chat. Thanks for interacting with us. We really appreciate that kind of thing. And it's been fun. Hopefully, in the future, we'll get to do some more of these. We'll get some stuff together. We'll have some more character sheets made up maybe the next time we do it. And
Let's see the continuing story of Sabo and Vivi and Jinbei. I mean,
Just make
who needs the Straw Hats? We got us three. Like, this is all you need right here.
Yeah.
Jimpy needs to go. Jimpy needs to go back to the spot.
Otis says, yeah.
And also, for anyone watching, hopefully this time next year, the COVID virus won't be a thing anymore. We all hope and pray. And hopefully we can all get together physically for Nakamacon down in Florida. And so I look forward to that. And
We're going to end up having a D&D session at Nakamacon.
Oh yeah, we did it last year. It wasn't One Piece themed. We just did regular D&D. But after doing this, definitely we'll get some cheese together and we can do like One Piece themed D&D when we're there, which will be like loads of fun for sure. But definitely, if you've never come to Nakamacon, it is.
Oh yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah, it's
great.
Just hanging out with old friends, new friends, eating.
I miss it.
Playing games and just loving One Piece and cosplay and whatnot. So we look forward to seeing all of you there. And once again, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.